Hello, my name is Eyuwemani Odiase, and I'll be presenting on nutrition and digestion, how it affects human health and well-being. I'll be talking of how proper nutrition can aid in the functionality of the human body, and also how digestion, the processes of digestion, can help to break down the foods that we eat in the human body. I'll first of all outline what the topic I'm going to be speaking on today, which are human needs for a balanced diet and their main roles, the 7 requirements for a balanced diet, the roles of the 7 requirements for a balanced diet, the effect of dietary imbalance, alimentary canal histology, and the functions of each of the human alimentary canal. A proper balanced diet is the cornerstone for human existence. According to the introduction, I made a reference to Fernandez Tome 2024, who said that food is made up of many chemical ingredients that the digestive system will break down to release, absorb, and utilize the nutrients. He also says that to fully appreciate the potential health advantages of food that is bioactive, it is vital to understand the alteration and mechanism taking place during food digestion. The human body needs a balanced diet for it to function. They are classified into macro and micronutrients in adequate proportion, which is needed by the human body according to the classes of food, where we have carbohydrate, protein, lipid, water, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and fats. On this slide, you can see the 7 requirements for a balanced diet. These are the essential nutrients that are expected to be in every food taken in by man, which is carbohydrate, fat, protein, water, mineral, vitamin, and fiber. Carbohydrates consist of oxygen, hydrogen, and carbon. Fat also is similar to carbohydrate, just that it consists of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, but they are not soluble in water. That's why it takes time for them to dissolve in the body. On this slide, it shows the role of the 7 requirements for a balanced diet. On this slide, you see water, protein, carbohydrate, fat, vitamin, and minerals, and the role they play. Each of the 7 components of the balanced diet perform significant roles on the body. And if you see, water helps to dissolve and carry nutrients. It removes waste and regulates the body temperature. Protein, it helps to build new tissues, antibodies, enzymes, hormones, and other compounds. It also helps with growth. Carbohydrates is the source of energy in the human body. It provides energy. Fat provides long-term energy because it is insoluble, so it takes time to digest, so it gives man long-term energy. Then vitamin helps to facilitate the use of other nutrients involved in regulating growth and manufacturing hormones. We also have the minerals that helps in bones, teeth, and in muscle function and nervous system activity. The effect of dietary imbalance. When we say the effect of dietary imbalance, we're talking about what are the negative impacts. It leads to various sicknesses such as high blood pressure, cholesterol, overweight, obesity, inflammation, and it increases the risk of serious morbidity and mortality rates, such as cancer, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. All these are caused as a result of consistent consumption of imbalanced diet. If you look at slide 6, what are the symptoms of nutrient deficiency? When we talk of nutrients, we've got the macro and the micronutrients. The symptoms for macronutrients associated with protein deficiency are kwashiorkor and marasmus. For kwashiorkor, it's a sickness that causes man to become slim with swollen stomach. It is characterized by a complete food deficiency with exceptionally limited amounts of protein and energy. Then also we have a prolonged deficiency of carbohydrates that can lead to ketosis. It is characterized by increase in ketone production. Clinical signs of low EFAS levels include stunted growth of kids, poor wound healing, scaly, dry rash, and increased proneness to infection. So when proper balanced diet is not consumed, it leads to all the sicknesses, especially in kids. You see children with stunted growth, poor wound healing, scaly and dry skin. It's all as a result of lack of balanced diet. Then from the major micronutrients deficiency, we've got vitamin A. The lack of vitamin A would always lead to vision and eye disorder. The lack of thiamine will lead to beriberi, muscle weakness, and wasting. The lack of vitamin D will lead to rickets and osteomorosis. The lack of vitamin C will lead to scurvy and poor wound healing. The lack of fluoride will lead to dental cavities. All these are on the table. You can see the major nutrient deficiencies and their symptoms. What are the recommended diets which are presently convinced to prevent diseases? According to our body mass index, there are some recommended diets that we're expected to eat based on our sex, weight, height, size. That's all. It gives you your BMI when calculated. So on that table, you see the daily recommendation for nutrient intake according to the age, the sex, the condition. For example, on the table, you see pregnancy and lactation. A pregnant woman is not expected to eat everything that a woman that is not pregnant would eat, or a lactating mother is not expected to eat everything that a non-lactating mother would eat. Like you see, estimated energy requirements, EER, are estimated based on gender, age, weight, height, physical activity level, and how much calories individual need to take daily to stay healthy. On the next slide, we'll talk about the anatomical structure of the human alimentary canal, which is also known as the digestive system. It can be categorized into two parts. So for a better understanding, we have the gastrointestinal tract, which is 25 feet long. You can see it there on the diagram. It starts at the mouth and ends at the anus. You can see the oral cavity, that is the gastrointestinal tract, ending on the anus there, which is 25 foot long. Then we also have the accessory organs. They are not really the true part of the digestive tract, but they are hence referred to as accessory organs, such as the salivary gland, the tongue. These are known as accessory organs where the food gain access into the body, but they also aid in digestion because the tongue carries its own enzymes that helps to facilitate the breakdown of carbohydrates in the body. These are the function of each part of the human alimentary canal. See, 5 primary processes comprise the digestive system. We have the ingestion, the mechanical digestion, the chemical digestion, absorption, and the removal of waste. If you look at the mouth there, the mechanical digestion includes chewing and swallowing, and the chemical digestion of carbohydrate and fats. That's the function of what the mouth does. Then the stomach helps in the mechanical digestion, includes peristaltic mixing and propulsion. Also, the salivary gland produces saliva, which moistens food, and salivary amylase, which starts the chemical breakdown of carbohydrate. The liver produces the bile salts, which aids in their digestion and absorption. Then we also have the gallbladder, which stores, concentrates, and releases bile into the small intestine through the common bile duct. So on this diagram, you can see the mouth, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, salivary gland, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. All this comprises the alimentary canal, and its functions, each and every one has its own function they play to make sure digestion takes place in the human body. Without these processes, the food we eat cannot be broken down to be beneficial to the human body. So this slide, we're talking about the alimentary canal histology. As you can see, the organ of the gastrointestinal tract are composed of 4 layers. We have the inner layer of or mucous membrane. We have the submucous membrane containing blood vessels and lymphatics, outer muscle layer or soft muscle layer, and the outermost layer of or serosas and adventures. So that's what you can find here. You can see the stomach, which is the muscularis mucosa. You can see the duodenum, which is the Brunner's gland. The small intestine, this is the submucosa, and the ileum. So that is the category of the alimentary canal. This is what it is made of. This is the histology of the alimentary canal. It was gotten from source Kuwa 2020. We've got the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, consisting of their various parts. On this page, we're talking about the main function of the liver related to digestion. The liver has numerous functions relating to digestion, which is bile secretion. It helps to release bile, secrete bile. It helps in bilirubin metabolism. It helps in metabolic detoxification. It helps in nutrient metabolism. It helps in storage of vitamins and minerals. You can see in the diagram the way it's located in the body, performing its own functions to help to aid digestion. Conclusion. In conclusion, for maintain a proper health, optimal health and general well-being, we require digestion and nutrition. And food digestion is the process of converting food that can be absorbed into the intestine. Proper digestion requires mechanical and chemical digestion. So for us to live well, for our body, all the parts of our body to function right, we need proper and balanced diet in our body, which is the nutrition. Proper nutrition is required. And for this nutrition to be beneficial to us, it needs to be broken down, which is known as digestion. When the body receives an appropriate nutritional balance, it can combat disease, maintain a healthy weight, and it also helps our immune system, helping us to fight against diseases, repair tissues. If we get injuries, it easily heals, helps in the growth of children, helps to have energy, and helps our body to function well. Thank you.